Thank you everyone so much for joining our Flavour of India workshop today. Sorry about a bit of delayed start, trying to get technology and everything sorted up today. So I'm Alyson, I organise this. We've got Kim here and Andrea and Penny's in the background helping us out try and write the screen. The main things that we really want you to be able to see today, seeing as you can't come and be here in person with us, is the top bowl angle as well as our screens as to see what we are making. So as I said, I'm Alyson, I'm a Thermomix consultant and joined October last year as I needed something to do to get me out of the house as tax season was coming to an end, and for my own mental health as I have chronic PTSD, being able to get outside the house was really important. Andrea, why did you join?
I joined because I had a TM5 and I wanted the new machine, and I love cooking and I'm a foodie, and I joined in January.
What about you, Kim?
I joined on the 15th of July. I've been eyeing off a Thermomix for about 4 years, and I'm just a single stay-at-home mum. So my eldest is going to prep next year, so I needed something to get me motivated into getting back into the workforce again as well.
So as you can see, Thermomix all have a different story and reason as to why we have joined. So again, thank you for joining us. We're going to start off with our ghee, which I'll get Kim to do. I guess it's showing you how easy it is to be able to make ghee. Go for it, Kim.
Okay, so down the bottom, we're just going to hit the start cooking because we've already programmed the recipe in there. So that's just the green button there. And it says that we need 500 grams of unsalted butter cut into the cubes. It's got the specified. So we've already measured this one out, but we're still going to use those scales just to make sure. That's the one thing about the Thermomixes, it's got the inbuilt scales. So you don't have to do measuring beforehand. Okay, so that one's actually 502. Close enough is good enough. So then we just hit the next button, which is up the top here. This is weird doing it backwards. Okay, so without the measuring cup, put the lid on. Thank you, Alyson. Just hit next. Okay, so now we're going to do, 60 minutes, turn speed selector to speed 1 and 120 degrees Celsius. So what we do is we just turn this selector over, and that's going to cook up the ghee ready for the next recipe.
Right, so now we're going to move on, and we're going to start by making our ginger paste. So as Kim said, simple. All right, we start cooking it. And then we're adding our fresh ginger. We'll reset our scales because I've taken our lid off. So I think we've got about 200 grams of ginger. Again, it doesn't matter if we're over. We're just going to make a paste. Teaspoon of salt. So just crack some salt in. Next, I think it's 50 grams of oil, is it? No. Now adding our measuring cup and lid. The good thing, I guess, with the Thermomix is if you do have any fine motor or dexterity issues, the lid will actually lock itself into place. So we're going to turn our dial to speed 5, which you'll notice on the bottom. Next. Well, as I said, our lid's locked on. So doing it backwards, always a good idea. Tilt your lid forward before you take it off so you don't get steamed in the face. Do you want to start with our ginger while I'm scraping it all down? So as you can see, we have multiple Thermomixes here to be able to make a combination of dishes, but you could do this one after another. But we're trying to show you how easy it is to be able to make the base paste for the recipe. Teaspoon of salt. How much is in there? I'm just adding more. Yeah. About 50 grams of oil. Next.
I just put some measuring cup.
Yeah. And speed 5 to 6, it's going to mix it all. that's how simple it is to be able to make your own fresh garlic paste. So we're going to cheat today. We'll take our bowl. For those at the top angle, you can see how nice and pasty it is. We'll put our bowl aside and we're going to grab a fresh bowl. So this is where having a spare bowl comes in really, really handy. Do you want to start making our garam masala? So we're going through, we're making everything from scratch to be able to add it. So next, so we'll put it in a separate container later, and again, it can last in the fridge for up to a week. As I said, Kim's going to make our garam masala for us, so we're making everything from scratch to show you how you can use all your different ingredients.
Okay, so again, the recipe is already in there. We're just going to hit the start cooking. I can't even see that. Okay,
Measuring cup into bowl. Then next. So
I can't read upside down, sorry.
5 seconds on speed 7. So most of our herbs and spices were actually put together already in a container to save us some time. So you've got your cardamom seeds, and I'm not sure what's next.
Alyson, we can't see any of the screens, the other screens.
Which screen? Kim's screen?
Your screen and the bowl screens. They're not, we can't swap over. They're up the top, but we can't swap over to get a closer look.
So that's the garlic paste done, guys. Again, we've got bowls, so we can just swap it out.
And I'll move it over here so you can see what's going into Kim's bowl. We'll get Kim to make our biryani. Then we're going to, our garam masala. Then I'm going to start with the biryani. Andrea's going to start with our Rogan Josh, and at the end we're going to be making our pistachio dessert for you. So again, we want to put our can you get milk, Penny, and water, please? So, as I said, we've just finished with grinding all our herbs and stuff. Repeat process until our desired consistency is achieved. So we'll have a look at our consistency of our garam masala.
need some more.
So we're going to do a bit more. Just as I said, we've got our rice in the basket for those who are new to ceramics. You've got your spatula. It's got a hook on it. Again, our hook slips into our spatula basket so you can remove your basket. So we've already got our basmati rice saved in here, so I'm just going to put that aside. Next, as I said, we're putting it aside into a bowl. We've just got to get our full cream milk, which is coming. Yep, so again, with the recipe, if you need to adjust it, as you can see, Kim is just going backwards, so simply back a step. So yeah, unfortunately not here to be able to smell all the aromas of our herbs, not herbs, our spices that have been milled. Again, the bird's got a lovely buttery aroma coming off. I had put my ghee made yesterday for our in the fridge, so I had that to boil hard. So again, we'll start by adding our milk. We have so much going on the table. It shows you how sensitive our thermomix scales are. Oh. And we've got too much milk. So again, come back in. Yeah, I'd love to find out from those of you who are joining us are actually Thermomix owners and who invited you today. So after our milk, we add our saffron threads, which again, put in a bowl separately. Next, our lids going on. And then we're going to cook, turn it on to speed 1 at aroma temperature for 30 seconds. So it's going to infuse our milk with our saffron. So yes, we have prepared everything for you today. Can you pass over the cookbook? So all our recipes today are coming from our Flavours of India cookbook, which is actually our gift with purchase for the month of August. So there's still 2 more days if you purchase Thermomix to be able to get a copy of your Flavours of India cookbook. You'll notice in the front of the cookbook, there's always usually lots of ideas, hints and tips. And again, at the back with the different recipes. So you get a nice full page with all your recipe. So Thermomix is beeping to us, telling us it's ready for the next step. So now we've got to put 2 tablespoons of the mixture in with our rice and stir and set it aside. So I've got our rice here in another bowl. Again, so we don't give ourselves a facial, lift the lid off forward. Just use our cup. And I'll pour it over our rice and give it a mix. So how are we going down the end, Andrea?
Yeah, I skipped the steps, so I have to do that.
So
Can't read upside down and go to the front.
we are using the Thermomix guided cooking, which is great. As I said, it is step-by-step instructions. And again, if you do miss something, it's simple as being able to go back and forwards to get to what you need. So it is helpful. So we've mixed out so our milk and saffron into our rice. I'll put the rest aside for later. Now we want a clean and dry bowl, which we're going to steal from our middle bowl because it's easier while we're waiting. And we're wanting our cloves, our peppercorns, cinnamon quill, cardamom seeds. We need your black ones, please, Andrea. So I'll put it all in a container to make it easier. And we'll add our 4 black cardamom pods. So there's certainly lots going on today. Our bay leaves, which no, our bay leaves and our ghee. I have got. Going the wrong way. So bay leaves. So as I said, because the ghee takes 2 hours to make, we had made some yesterday. I said I put it in the fridge and it has solidified. So I'm just going to get a spoon and we will get some. And our ginger paste, which we made earlier.
Consistency is two.
So as I said, we were hoping today that we'd have everyone here able to actually get involved, smell, taste, touch, and get to be able to enjoy the food from the thermomix, but unfortunately that got changed. So we've still gone live because we didn't want you to miss out and didn't want to have to cancel. So again, just putting our fresh homemade paste in it so we know exactly what's in it. Now putting our lid back on. Again, now it's going to cook for our 5 minutes at Verona temperature. What's that, lady? So as I said, cooking at my house is fun with kids. We've got a few kids here at the moment. Logan's come to join us. Something popped up in the comments. So in our third machine, because it takes a while, we're actually going to get onto our dessert dish. So for those who are new to Thermomix, you'll notice if we're halfway through a recipe, we'll always get a little green bookmark to go back to it, but we don't need that. We're going to go into our wheat. So today you're able to meal plan and bookmark everything you want to make. So we're going to go in and find, where is it, our coconut and pistachio delight, and simple start cooking. You'll notice, as I said, I find it's great because it lets us know if we're in a recipe and whether or not we want to quit or not. So we're happy to quit the recipe because we are starting something new. So got to go and preheat the oven. So Penny, our helper in the background, going to go and do that for me. 180, please. Then we've got to line a baking tin. Then we'll get our cardamom seeds, which I've got over the other side. So all ingredients, as I said, we're pretty much for.
Oh, I need 30 grams of ghee.
Oh, okay. Pardon? Just a square one. So again, we'll take our lid off. What do we want? Our cardamom seeds and our shelled pistachio. So again, weighed it already in advance. We'll bring it over here so you can see what's happening with our Rogan Josh.
I need 30 grams of ghee. We've got ghee made. We have it.
Yep. So, sorry. Our ghee is behind us.
Thank you.
So we'll just add our pistachios. Next, I'm going to put our lid on and it's going to, should be milling it for us. So speed.
A little bit too much.
Right. So now I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. and set it aside. Set it aside. Next, adding our salmonella. Sorry, we won't be having any semolina. No salmonella, but semolina. So I will add that to it.
Slip my tongue now, so you're reading it upside down.
What am I doing? Unsalted butter. Where is the butter? I know it's somewhere.
It was on the table, just you like a
So, yeah, and let's reset our scales and add our butter. So again, some of these dishes do take a while, so we're here to have a bit of fun today. It was to show you as much as possible within about 2 hours. Sorry, someone's just joined. So if you do need to drop out at any point because you've got something else to do, completely understand. As I said, technology has been great as it has given us an opportunity to do something that we would have missed out on doing. I don't know the size is the difference that I know between the black and the green. Otherwise, I'm not sure. This is the first time I've done Indian. Do you know the difference between...
It's a flavour thing.
All right, so it's flavour.
The black ones are better to do like your tandoori paste and stuff, and the green ones is like your standard. It's like a heightened flavour.
Okay, so Andrea answered that question for us. It gives us a heightened flavour, and I've lost.
It says the green both from MCCUs and black just CCUs. Yeah, it's got two flavour.
Once we set carbon copy, is that in that one?
Yeah, everything should be mixed in the different stages.
Right.
So before we go into that, so you'll see here we've got our steaming. Oh wow! Look at the smell from that. Shame you can't. I don't know. Look at the smell. Look at the steam coming off that. The smell is absolutely amazing. As I said, I'm not one that makes Indian at all, so I'm certainly enjoying this. I'm going to put that aside for a second because I think I've got a. Oh no, I don't have to clean the mixing bowl, so I will just transfer that to my bowl that I have behind me.
Oh, smell it. Wish we had smell-o-vision because you guys should smell it. It's so good.
So, and I guess this is why we were hoping to do it live and in person, because the smell is. Well, the camera is only on one bowl, so.
Yeah, they have to select a different participant.
All right. For those that are having issues, if you can't see all 5 screens, go into gallery view, and you should be able to see the 5 different screens. Which this thermomix, getting confused where I am. So now we're adding our brown onion and our chilli.
20 grams of garlic paste.
And chilli.
We
did.
Over here.
Can I have the garlic paste, please, Alyson?
Garlic paste.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get in your bowl.
No, that's all right. So here I've got brown onion.
No,
And ghee.
that's ginger. I need garlic, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry, guys.
Penny will help now. I want our ghee again, which is back over on our table. So we did have to change our plan as well. This was supposed to be an outdoor adventure in the garden, but rain earlier and weather has caused us to come indoors. So we don't have as much space as we would have hoped for. But again, as I said, it was meant to be fully interactive. So we had the number of machines so everyone could actually get involved and cook. Because that's half the fun of a thermomix demonstration, is actually being able to get involved. Some people like to sit back, others like to get hands-on. So we like to be able to give you the opportunity to do what suits you. So now I need the ginger paste, please.
I've got it in 2 sets.
Oh, that's all right. Well, while you're going, I'll have 2 teaspoons. So you can see how many of our recipes are actually using our ginger and
Not sure if it's golden, sorry.
garlic paste.
No garlic as well, or ginger?
I don't know. What am I putting
Ginger.
in? Ginger. That's it. This is ginger. So again, it's being at thermix can be lots of fun. Hang on, I've got someone else trying to join. Next, and then I do want garlic paste.
Oh, the smells are unreal, guys. You should smell it. Oh my god. Like a curry house.
Clear the sciences.
So now I've added our ginger.
Makes Sonny hungry. Can't wait for the
Two
food.
people are in the waiting room.
Oh.
You have to let them know
You.
Need it there.
All.
there's one here.
How do I do it? Just you.
Okay, all. I should all be embedded now.
And then what do I do?
So now it's going to turn it to speed 4 for 4 seconds. Now back on to, oh, it's got a bit of a wobble, so it's always a good idea not to leave your thermix unattended because it can get a bit of a wobble, especially if you're making dough. Keep measuring cup inserted then. Right, now we're going to turn it to speed 1 and it's going to cook for us for the next 6 minutes. So while that's going, again, our ghee, trying to show you over here, bubbling nicely. So yeah, again, if you're on gallery view, you should be able to see the 6 or 5 thermix screens, which will give you a bowl view as well as the screens. So I'll go back over to Andrea. What we're up to in here. Right, we added our ghee. Now turning it to speed 1 for 3 minutes. So again, it's going to be cooking. So it shows you that, again, it's hands-on. I don't necessarily need to stand here now, so the thermix can give you time back if you want it. You don't have to stand in the kitchen cooking things manually. I don't know anyone who may have made ghee before, but again, you can see that we started our ghee. We haven't touched it in the last 25 minutes. It's been able to do its own thing, and we're not going to have any issues with it. Yes, the ghee is amazing. So as I said, I made it yesterday. It was something I could put in, set it, forget it. Came back after an hour when the thermix beeped at me to tell me it was ready. So it certainly gives you that advantage to be able to come back and do things when you need to.
So the reserved onion mix is that.
Pardon?
Reserved onion mix.
He's doing what?
If I asking for the reserved onion mix, that would be that, wouldn't it?
I don't know what you've made down there.
I haven't made this before, so I'm just
So yeah, assume that's our onion mix. I'm just going to,
it's the only onion I've put in.
yeah, some.
So I haven't made this before, guys, so we're just winging it.
Yes, it is very much a wing it demonstration. Do you want to get in and make one of our drinks, Kim?
Which drinks would you like?
I think I need to wash a bowl first, though. I think we've run out of bowls.
We have.
So we'll just go wash our bowl and then
Lassi, is it Lassi or?
the lassi or chai.
I'm going to move this one down here because it's easier. So when we're finding recipes, guys, I'm just trying to think of what it is now.
Put on home screen slide.
Yes, thank you.
Other one. This one.
Working backwards.
Did you want me to type it in?
Yeah.
What are we doing, Lassi?
Yeah, do Lassi. Let's see. We do Lassi.
Mango Lassi or classic or
No, it should be, if you go into,
top one?
yeah, I
Lassi?
think it's the top one. So if you go into my week, it should be, yeah, that looks about right.
There you go, love.
Thank you.
Teamwork.
There you go.
Oh,
There you have a bowl.
Thank you very much, Lee. Okay, so again, we just hit start cooking. 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds.
cumin.
What are you making?
Lassi.
Lassi.
Oil, is that one? No, that's chai. I might not have got you a good one.
All right, well, let's just do the try then. We'll swatch it.
Go back.
Can you put in the try?
Yeah, I'll do it. Right, C, H,
was powder, wasn't it?
What?
Cumin seeds, yogurt.
Yes. Pardon?
Just needs cumin seeds, yogurt, water, and salt.
Oh, there's just, you can keep going with that one.
Okay, they're the quinces. Okay. I think it's
Oh, so we go back to the Lassi or do
Yeah.
classic?
No, I go back to the
Go
last
back to the. Great. It's okay. Lucky I'm on it, eh?
And a lassi is something that you put
Okay, there you go. So a lassi is something you have with your meal to help calm the spices down. Also handy if you're sensitive to heat with coconut milk on your drink.
It's a state
It's a bit like the Chinese with the sake, Japanese. Yeah.
2 teaspoons of cumin seeds.
Okay, so cumin seeds are in.
Nothing nice for cooking.
That's still cooking. Something's
Okay.
doing next. Now we need our coconut. So we go back here. Get tripod out of our coconut. Hopefully you can see in the 2 bowls what is going on.
Spin that dial around for me, thank you.
Hello.
So reset our scales and our coconut.
Smell that.
So all our machines are going nicely. Full cream milk, please. So set our scales. Yeah, usually the demonstration we will do looking at the front of the bowl. So it makes it a bit easier and not so close. But again, weather, of course, just get nice and cozy with each other. Raw sugar, which I'll have to go and get. That's all right. So again, the Thermomix is great if you have memory issues or get distracted. As you can hear, it beeps at you to tell you when you need to go to the next stage. Before we get there, we'll add our table moving.
More fresh tomatoes.
Yes. Sorry, the smell is great, but it's causing some havoc.
It's on her recipe, that's right.
Which one?
Tomatoes.
Yeah, on the chair. On the chair. Haven't I already cut the tomatoes up for it?
What don't you need?
I don't know.
Just 2 fresh tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 fresh ones, so you need 280
That
grams.
should be about it. Can you sure? Oh, we're having accidents around here. So I'm going to add our measuring cup
What do they need to know?
280 grams.
into quarters. And then put a limit to good one.
That deserves lamb with mayo. This is going to be pretty full.
Yep. It's a 2.2 litre bowl. So now adding our lamb. Smelling amazing. So I'll wait for our tomatoes. Oh, see all the steam coming off there. Next, get straight down. Thank you. Add our tomatoes. It said 2 to 3, so just do them all. So the Thermomix is great. If you've got a little bit extra, that you can add extra. The aim is, I guess, it reduces our waste. So putting a bit extra in is better than having place.
Transfer a small portion of chicken seasoning to a bowl to reserve for garnish.
So now that's going to sit and cook. We're just waiting for our tomatoes.
No, it's just not. Yeah, it says to reserve some.
Yeah. So again, if you have got any questions, definitely please ask. As I said, we are hoping to have some small group ones with a maximum of 10, so 2 consultants and up to 8 guests in September. We have kids classes being run in the holidays, which is 8 parent and adult, so 4 per class. And there are 4 dates specifically set aside for that at the moment. But thermomix is definitely a journey. Everyone joins for a different reason. We have some that love to party. We have some that just want to be able to get out of the house, whether or not you're a mum. So it's designed to suit everyone. They are well-built, German-engineered machines, so they do come with the highest quality. That's the word I'm looking for. Again, there is full support and training. So I'm going to wait till our herd is milk because I can't yell over the top.
And can you see how that one now is mixing it around?
Rogan Josh is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right.
400 grams of Greek-style natural yogurt. 1200.
So apparently I've lost my spices. Or I haven't organised them.
There's a jar up there of some.
No, that will be the chai. So let's just go back. I thought I had organised these before. I did have organised them. Tomatoes. I don't know where I put it. Are there any spices lying around that we've not used? They'd be in a green cup. We may have added something at the wrong stage. Can you get me the turmeric, please? It'll be in the box behind you. So,
Smell that.
turmeric,
What's next?
ground cardamom. It'll be in a white lid.
Cardamom seeds.
Oh no, it's in a, it's got a green lid.
Ground cardamom.
It's in a spicing with the green lid, the little one. Yes, so. And I definitely got these organised before, but that's okay. They may have been added somewhere. That's alright. There may be some extra herb or spices in a dish. That's alright. Brown cumin, please. I think that's a garam masala.
Well, that's cumin ground, yeah.
Yep.
That's just it, sorry.
And that's the 1.5 teaspoons. So again, it's not necessarily next, putting our lid back in our mixing bowl. Now 8 minutes on speed 1. So Ghee is still going. I think everything is still going quite well. How are we going for questions, Penny? Any questions? Awesome. So lots of teamwork here. So I guess while we're waiting, for those who haven't been to a thermomix demonstration before, let's have a bit of a flip through and welcome you all. So as I said, it's greatly appreciated by myself, Kim, Andrea and Penny for everyone's willingness to join us today on our workshop. I know many were hoping to come in person and some were coming virtual because of your distance anyway. But no, we appreciate the effort you've made to come and join us today. So for those who are aware, we are using the Thermomix TM6, which is a smart connected device. As said, it's got the guided cooking. It is connected to the Wi-Fi. Any updates can be supplied when we are cooking. The first thing that I really like to talk about when I get together is when it comes to food and cooking, what is important to you? Everyone has something that's different to them. I want you all to sit back and think, what is dinner time like in your house? Love to hear some comments about what dinner time is. 5 seconds. That's all right. Sounds great. So what is dinner time like in your house? Do you have kids that want food quickly? Do you have fussy eaters? What is it about food and cooking that's really important to you? For me, as I said, the Thermomix was an opportunity to get my kids who have ASD involved in cooking with the guided screen and the cookie-doo step-by-step recipes. What is it about Thermomix and food that's important to you, Andrea?
Just knowing what ingredients I'm feeding the kids.
Yep.
Just no preservatives or nasties in food. And the quick and ease of it, like it's just so easy to make really yummy dishes. And
yeah. So in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. What's important to you? As I said, it can be whether or not it's healthy meals, simple, fast, creative. But think about dinner time or what it's like in your kitchen, and let us know. So the Thermomix is an investment. It is $2,269, but everything you need does come with the Thermomix. I said you can see the main device we're using today. We've got the aroma basket, which is great for multi-level cooking. So I've got to let it cool. You get your basic cookbook, which is great. At the beginning, it's got heaps of hints and tips, ideas about setting up your pantry. What else is in the basic cookbook? At the back, it gives you different guides for steaming, grinding, milling. You get your splatter guide. Conversion. Your splatter guide. So this is really good if you're doing any high heat cooking. It sits on, and like the lid is actually locked into the machine, so it's not going to come off. You'll notice how sturdy it is. We've got 5 Thermomixes running at the moment on a camping bench, so there is some wobble, but they're not going anywhere. It is great to get the kids involved. For anyone who may have seen my demonstrations, Logan loves to help. Again, he tries to hang on it. He's not going to pull it over. You've got the butterfly whisk, which is great as well, for your whipping your creams, eggs, meringue, pavlova. But everything you need for cooking is in it. As I said, you can see it's not taking up much space. What's our table about? 1.83 metres, and we've got 5 Thermomixes here, so what's that, about 60 centimetres? Yeah. Needs about 60 centimetres of space, so it's great for any small spaces or cooking. They're great for anyone who travels in the caravan, because it doesn't take up much space, and you can do pretty much everything you need in the Thermomix at the same time. So, as I said, we've already started cooking, so we've jumped ahead a little bit from what we would do on a traditional demonstration. But some of the things that you've seen today, we can mix in our Thermomix. So we've got our ghee mixing on a heat. We can stir grating. So we haven't really done much grating today, but it's great for grating your own cheeses. We've got our scales, chopping, pureeing, crushing, blending, steaming, emulsifying, so being able to make your own hollandaise sauces, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Caramelising, kneading. So who likes to make bread and pizza or your fresh doughs or pasta?
Me and the kids made the pizza dough yesterday, and they just chucked on all the toppings. And my mum's very fussy when it comes to pizza dough, and she loved it. So it was awesome.
So yeah, as I said, you can make your own breads and dough. So yeah, if there are any allergies or intolerances, the Thermomix is great because you can cook from scratch. So you can guarantee what is going in your food and what's being made. I personally can't really stomach store-bought bread. Make my bread in the Thermomix just using a normal bread mix or baker's flour, and I don't have as many gut issues with it. Again, you've seen us being able to grind our whole spices down. Haven't done much sauteing, but you can saute in it. Stewing, I guess we're sort of stewing and braising. Mince. Who buys store-bought mince here? Because the Thermomix again can make your own meat. So again, you can get a higher quality cut of meat and actually mince it yourself. So again, you're guaranteeing what is in your mince. There's no additives or anything that has been added that the stores need to put in it. And our milling. As you see, we've been using Cookie-Doo today, so it's a great way to get inspired. If you haven't joined up to Cookie-Doo, I highly recommend get onto a computer and join cookingdo.com.au, which is the Australian website. There is also a version for the USA and UK. Make sure you join Australia because then everything will be defaulted to Australia. Then you've got 30 days to be able to have a look. After that, it's $49 a year, which is less than $1 a week for guided cooking. But the advantage of that is any new cookbooks that are released by Thermomix are there. All the recipes are there. With your Thermomix, when you purchase it, you also get a bonus 6 months. This is a really great chance to be able to try all the recipes, create your own collections, which we might go into in a second in the middle. So yeah, you can create all your own collections to be able to search for things. Again, we design our cooking experiences for you and your friends. It's about you and what you want to see in your Thermomix. We do have a range of set dishes, which are awesome to be able to give you a good variety and show you all the functions of the cooking. But again, we often do theme classes like this to be able to show you the versatility of it and a lot more of a range. So the middle one's cooling. I haven't set a timer. What has to happen after it needs to cool?
Using special size to loosen. And it's going to do some more cooking. I was just showing my screens for a whole lot of.
Yep. Do you want to move that one closer so we can show everyone cookie dough? I'm just going to change and hang on. Wrong screen.
Does this straighten this thing?
Oh, you might have to hold it. Right, we'll do it. So we're going to which one is? Gonna pin a video for you, so we're going to be able to show you and give you a bit of a walkthrough while everything's cooking in cookie dough.
So you're right. So you can actually do a bit of meal planning as well. So if you guys want to, sort out what you're going to have each night, you can go into My Week, and you can go into Save Collections, Create Collections, Bookmarks, and you can actually go in there and where is it?
Top one's
There's a 7-day challenge. There's different sorts of, it's all itemized there.
There should be another one inside as well.
This is really great if you actually had a stylus pen, which Thermomix sell.
I do have new stylus pen.
So you can go through, and as you can see, there is some of the, thank you very much, Alyson, some of the recipes that I have either planned on cooking or I have already cooked. These are just ones that stoked my interest when I was searching through Cookie Doo. So you can go in, here's My Week. So I've just done, this is my cook today. We go up a bit further here. I've got a few things that I'm doing, oops, throughout the rest of the week as well. And I keep, this is so sensitive. Doing this backwards is so much fun.
Yeah, as I said, there is vibration in that from the table as well.
Yeah, so I do apologize. But again, like this is a great one with my kids. It is a dairy-free ice cream, and it is so easy to do. All it's requiring is some raw sugar. No, not cauliflower and ice cream. And then some fresh fruit, seasonal fruit, and you just blend in it, and also a egg white, and that's it. So it's really great and really fun to explore all the way through. The Cookie Doo, it is a great investment. A lot of people have sort of said to me, oh, $49 subscription, oh my goodness, but like Alyson said, you know, it's less than $1 a week. How many coffees do you buy in a week, you know, for takeaway? So you've got to really just think, if you're concerned about the costs, it's an investment into your health, your household, and all of those alike. And there's over 60,000 recipes as well. So if you can't find nothing to cook, then you need to consult us and we can help you out. But there is so much there that we can choose from.
can travel the world in your own kitchen. That's what I love.
Yep, you certainly can. So as I said, today is like going to India. We haven't had to actually leave home, and we've got, what at the end we'll end up with 2 finished dishes, plus dessert, plus 2 drinks out of it.
And the smell, honestly, I can't stop saying it. The smell is amazing. Rogan Josh is looking good. I'm going to put it on my legs.
So again, we'll jump back here what everything is cooking at the moment. So again, unlike a lot of products, the Thermomix passion like this doesn't just come from the shelf. You get a consultant with your cooking experiences. Let's unpin that video. Go back to gallery view so you can see everything. So again, you get a consultant. The consultant comes with the machine. They help you with cooking experiences, which we recommend that you do more than one. We help you deliver, unpack, and get you cooking. And we run cooking classes like we are running today. As I said, we are hoping to make them a regular once a month. As I said, due to numbers, we'll probably end up having 3 or 4 in a month because we have to restrict the numbers for the next few weeks until things get bigger. But I had actually found a location in Beachmead where we can actually run our classes in a hall. So that's another very exciting thing that we have got coming up that we will be able to do. So they may actually be exempt from the regulations in relation to numbers. I just have to find out. But then, yes, we will be able to run our cooking classes there on a regular basis. So again, the cooking classes is for owners and non-owners. It's a chance for you to come along and be able to make some different things in the Thermomix with guidance and assistance. So now while we're waiting, again, we started off before asking what's important to you. In the comments, I'd love you to put what has appealed to you the most from what you're seeing today in the Thermomix. Because again, everyone is very different. What appeals to you, Kim, about the Thermomix?
It's time saving, and as a single parent, it is saving me a lot of money because on average, there's one Australian household actually throws $50 a week away in wastage. And because I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, they go through their fussy eating habits. So it's been really great to actually introduce them into new sorts of foods and even foods for myself that I never thought that I would be eating as well.
Yeah, what about you, Andrea?
Yeah, starting with the fussy kids and saving money. I'm also a single mum. And it's just so quick and easy. And, you know, if, as Kim said, if you've got wastage, you just make veggie stock or chicken stock or just, you know, puree it and add it to your food. It just gives so much more flavour.
Yeah. What about you, Penny, Buddy, in the background? What appeals to you about the Thermomix?
Well, kids with disabilities, and they can use it.
So yeah, today is a bit of a change for me. Most of you know I usually sit when I do cook in the Thermomix because standing for a while is draining. But yeah, again, it is great for those with disabilities. Again, you've got a simple large touch screen. You can sit with it. There is very limited lifting. There's no blades or accessories to change. The lid locks in. So again, if there's any dexterity issues.
My biggest thing with my daughter is she can't stand up either, so she puts the coffee table on her lounge chair.
And again, the lid is a great guide. We do not have to cut anything too small. If it fits through the hole in our lid, it can go in our Thermomix. So again, onions only need to be quartered. Everything is sort of putting into that quarter shape. So again, it's 2 cuts instead of dozens of cuts. Again, a lot of things go in whole, as you have seen. But the versatility is just endless about what you can make. As I said, you can see we've made our basic spices. We've made our garlic paste, as well as being able to make 3 full meals. Again, ice cream can be made in it, custard, yogurts. It fully caters for any
Jams.
dietary allergies, jams.
And they're keeping it nasty there.
Again, the Varoma, which I spoke about before, is also great because it sits on top to allow you to do your multi-level cooking. So again, I can do a whole barbecue chicken in here in under an hour and a half with my veggies, as well as making 2 litres of soup. I can walk away from it and it pretty much cooks itself. I don't have to stand there. So again, people sometimes ask, can it suit a large family? It definitely can. Cookie Doo has a search filter, so you can actually search for meals that are over 8, and it'll give you different ideas for that. How are we going with our middle one? What's our next step?
It's called down as you turn slip to speed 3, meanwhile follow the next step.
This might be our end step, I think. So I'm just going to Come around here. Yeah, we've got to add 4 eggs. So can you put the lid on for me? Without the measuring cup, and then I'll leave the eggs, please. Yep, I might do it from behind, so people don't have to see my bottom and Andrea can get out.
Screen.
Is
this one right?
it?
It's not, I've moved it because I was above confused.
Yeah, sort of. So where do I have to turn it to?
No, it just says add 4 eggs one at a time.
But it's going to be mixing.
Insert measuring cup into mixing bowl then.
So we've got to go back 2 steps because I've got to get it up. So I'm just turning it to
3.
Yep. Was there a time required? No, because it just wants. So now just crack eggs. So putting our eggs in so they combine. So simply, again, you don't have to take the lid off for everything. The things go straight through the hole on the top. The handle is great for cracking eggs. Don't crack them on your bars. Yeah, use your handle. Nice and easy. Crack eggs. So that's now combined. Can you press next for me?
Yep.
What's our next step?
Mixing, then I'll follow the next step.
What's the next step?
Right, let me. Let's hit that one.
Next.
Measuring cup.
Measuring cup in. So again, you can see it's got the interlocking arm, so it's actually locking our lid into place.
Ready?
So while we're still going, I think everything is pretty much still cooking. We've got 5 minutes left on our ghee, 5 minutes left for our biryani. How's our Rogan Josh going?
28 minutes.
It's looking really
And we still have what chai to make.
Yeah, the chai to make.
Do you want to start with our chai? Have we got a bowl?
If someone goes in.
So again, as we spoke briefly about the price of the thermix, it is an investment of $2,269. And there are a number of ways that we can get a thermix in our kitchen. So I'm just going to add our sweet condensed milk, which I'll put somewhere, is behind. Again, sweet and condensed milk I made in advance yesterday. So it is brown because I've used coconut sugar instead. Clean one. So I'll reset our scales. And then we'll add in our 250 grams. So again, it's another pantry item that we could make and saves us money instead of having to buy it store-bought. Now my scale's going halfway. So if you want normal raw sugar, you can put raw sugar in. As I said, we've gone for the coconut sugar because it's not as high. And it still absolutely tastes amazing. So next, here, pouring cream. Can you grab the cream from the table, please? I need 100 grams, please. So yeah, as I said, the favourite way of mine is actually earning a TM6. Yep, 100 grams, yep. Keep going, keep going. Stop. Is earning a TM6. For those who are new to thermix, there's actually an amazing offer for anyone who wants to earn a thermix in September. You can earn with 4 sales in the first 60 days. As I said, I earned my thermix back in October last year. I joined with the intent of hoping to sell 1 thermix, thinking that if I sold 1, I was doing well and it gave me a discount on my thermix. I managed to sell 6 in my 60 days. And more excitedly for those who may be new to it, I actually qualified recently and earned another thermix through doing my stage 2 rewards. So along the way, there are heaps of rewards and offers you can get with thermix, including being able to earn your thermix and so earn your thermix through the earn program, and then once you're a consultant, get a second one. We have our Easy 3 payment plan, which is an upfront payment of $919. A month later, $700. A month after that, $700. We also have the one-off payment plan, and we also have Zip Money, which has 24 months interest-free, which works out to be $23.69 a week. So again, it's very affordable. Zip Money has a minimum $60 payment plus their account keeping fee each month. I usually recommend that if you're worried about the 23, give the first few months a go, pay the bare minimum at 60 and see how much you save on your shopping, how much you save on takeaways, and then put any of that extra on your thermix. If you only pay the bare minimum, you will not pay off your thermix in the 24 months interest free. So now we've got to add our pistachio mixture. So I'll stick that there. If you are interested in earning it or purchasing, please contact your consultant. If it's been invited here today, it'll either be myself, Andrea, or Kim. If you don't have a consultant, one of the three of us would love to be able to help you out. If you do have another consultant though, please show your respect and loyalty towards them and get in contact with them. I've lost my lid. Because as I said, we do work on a loyalty basis, and there's a journey that we like to be able to build with our customers. What's happening?
Sorry, she's like, what's that black bit? It's a bit the side of the baby because it's like sitting upright.
Oh my goodness, I've burnt it.
So again, and it shows you that the thermix replaces up to 20 of your kitchen appliances. So you no longer need your scales. You don't need your All right. I'll pass it over to Penny. Too hot to go in our tray. Might as well use our spatula to let it go. So again, we're going to transfer it into our tray and add our almonds.
Oh, that's what else to do. I'm getting used to that again. Oh, that was good, man.
Can you take that over to the in the baking tray and they can have a look?
Is that good? I can't see the camera.
No, we can't see anything. We can sort of see.
That better? Where are we? Oh yeah, there you can.
So we're going to get our tray. Our frozen peas.
Sorry. You tighten the pushes. Oh, the G's ready.
No, it's not ready. We're only halfway. So again, we go through next. So the timer goes for an hour, and then it wants you to be able to check it. So again, we set it again for another hour. Add our frozen peas. So a little bit over. Okay, that's meant to be in a thermoserve bowl, so I will grab one.
So what am I going to put on here now?
Slivered almonds, which I don't have because I wanted to show. I don't think I've got a clean bowl. That's all right.
So just put it in the oven?
Yep. So we're going to put our pistachio slice into the oven for approximately. Okay, pour water. So we're going to put, hang on, Penny. We've got to pour water 1 centimetre deep into a baking tray. Oh my God, are you serious? And place cake tin onto it.
Okay, so put this inside a baking tray.
Right. Yep. And then
So it's like
bake for 30 minutes. Can you grab me a thermoserve, please?
just a round one?
Yeah. So the other good thing about any thermix demonstration for hosting it, if you've got 2 to 3 guests, is that you get your host rewards. So we have a choice of host rewards, which include the thermo-serve. So we're going to move our thermix back. We don't drag our thermix, we lift. And
Can you help with that, Alyson?
because it interferes with the scale. So it's asking for our peas in a bowl, and then pouring our curry, which I don't know, can you see in our bowl?
Something's happened with that one. It's not showing anything.
There's our biryani, so we're going to pour that into our bowl to keep our peas warm.
Yeah. There's no spatulas.
So to make it pouring easy, if you use the bottom handle, it's actually more ergonomic and makes it easier to pour. So if there are any issues with wrist strength or anything, it makes it easier. So we've got our chai tea going as well at the moment. Over there's some glasses in the far box. So we have a bit of carrot that's decided to wedge itself around the blade. Thermo-serve, it's always a good idea. Keep your lid on as well as the base, and that will actually help keep it warmer. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Now we're not cleaning our bowl. We're going to add water. Can I have a water bottle, please, for you? If there's any questions, please ask. We do have Penny monitoring our chat, so we can get back to you pretty much. So we're going to insert our simmering basket into it with 4 eggs. Can you grab me the eggs, please? So again, a simmering basket is great for being able to, what am I doing? Steaming and boiling eggs. So you can fit up to 6 eggs into it, depending on the size. Measuring cup and lid. Is that my one? There's my lid. And it's going to boil our eggs for 11 minutes. Depending on the setting of your eggs, it will let you know what temperature you need your eggs for and what the setting is inside. While we're cooking this, if we press our 3 dots, you can actually get into your recipe so we can see what our next steps are. So I can scroll down, see everything in our recipe. I want to find out what happens after we do our eggs. So after we've boiled our eggs for 11 minutes, it's actually going to show us how to cook our rice using our thermomix. So again, it's nice and easy. If you're ever looking for the nutritional panel, you will find it on all of the thermomix recipes, letting you know the nutrition. There's also hints and tips that you'll find at the bottom and variation. So if we wanted to add chicken to this, we could add chicken to it. When I go back home, it's taking it back to our screen. I think we've pretty much done most things that we're going to do with our demonstration today. We're actually going better than, or going well with time. We did have the kids that were going to come and cook our donuts, but I think we have actually lost the kids, unless we can find them. Because as I said, today was about the kids as well. We had Thomas going to be making the banana, I know we haven't forgotten, banana sorbet is still to be made. He was going to make the soft cinnamon donuts for the kids and the banana sorbet. But we can get to making that shortly as well. But before we get onto that, I'll let you know, for anyone looking for Thermomix accessories, we also have our mix shop, which allows you to buy any genuine accessories for your Thermomix as well as other handy appliances for the kitchen. It is always great for gift ideas, as we do have our rose gold baking range, as well as lots of other bits and pieces. You can get your hard copy cookbooks through the mix shop as well. When going into the mix shop, if you can add your consultant, they would appreciate that. It will help them follow up with your order. And look at this, we have a clean bowl. So we can get on to making our banana sorbet while we are waiting. No, we'll just do it. Unless they want to do it. Ask one of the kids if they want to have a go. And again, it's, I guess, getting the kids involved just shows how versatile the Thermomix is and that it can be used by anyone, whether or not you're 3 or 63 or 93. The Thermomix is nice and easy to be able to use. Do you want to start serving up some of the Lassi food? So we can show everybody. Sorry.
It's all right, I don't cry over spilled milk.
So I'll jump around here, again showing you with everything that's been meal plans. We can go simply back into my week. And then we have, is that a no from the kids?
Thomas wants to eat the soft donuts, but he's not happy to cook them today.
Okay. So I guess that's typical with kids, especially those with ASD, that they want to be able to eat the food and not necessarily cook it. So
Three boys are playing nice, they say.
yeah. So we're going to jump into a new recipe. And we need our lemon zest, which I haven't got yet, so we'll have to make that. I think that's all inside. So here is our cup of our Lassi to show you how it all is. Penny's going to try it and tell us what it's all about. Is it like the genuine stuff?
It's Little Miss Penny, Little Miss India.
Yeah, pretty close.
Thanks.
So for someone who's actually been to India, we have got a pretty close. All right, I'm going to have to go grab a.
You have to like yogurt to like it, though. And you have to understand it's to help your mouth settle up spices.
It's very yogurty. Oh, I don't mind yogurt.
But you can get flavored ones too, but just a
But yeah, I can see how it would take the heat out of any of the spices. So that's, yeah, it's nice.
I like it, but then that I'm used to it.
Just a new flavour for my taste buds, actually. Oh, going the wrong way. Move my plate into this one.
The empty yellow one, I think.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, it's plugged. You got a bit more.
Yeah.
So lemon.
Will that pull it too much if I let that go?
Should be fine.
You okay, Zach? What's up, bud?
As you get deeper into it, you get the other flavours.
The mango one would be nice.
You and Naomi have
Nice,
some
it's just not
fruit
traditional.
and some bananas and some apples.
Did
you set a timer
for our dessert?
I did.
Okay.
Fantastic.
You're on for a penny, good
I'm
job.
like, I bet you never put a thing out because you don't know when I actually put it in the oven. Because it took me a while to finagle that more into the tray.
So we'll grab another bowl. With the thermomix, it's always important to make sure your pins at the bottom are dry before you put it in the bowl because they go into our motor. So I'm just gonna
It's just the normal. If you can, it's got
add our lemon zest.
cardamom and stuff in it.
How good's the peeler in the toolkit?
So yeah, this is the Thermomix toolkit, which again was a gift earned through Thermomix in my first 60 days when I sold my 3 machines. They also have great offers every month.
I don't know because mine's coming.
Oh, it's awesome. The knives.
What's our next step?
everything.
You can be our reader because you're on that side and I'm getting
40
steam.
grams of raw sugar. Behind you, I think. Yeah. We put the lid.
So again, we're using our coconut sugar. Have I teared my scales?
Yeah, they were teared. Yeah. 20. Probably, yeah, that's 48. That's right.
And then we go next.
Half a teaspoon of whole cloves.
Whole cloves. I think they're in your box.
I'll try one.
So I'll turn that one around so you can see what we.
Very good.
What were you saying?
Last one I picked up. Half a teaspoon. Quarter of a teaspoon.
Now put our lid on.
I'm reading from the front too, that's really sad. That's a try.
Speed 10, so 10 seconds we're going to.
9 seconds after the nutmeg bag or muslin top and place over the jug. Really getting it. So 3 ripe bananas cut into slices and frozen. Allison's got her own mix shop here, just letting you know. Pick a box, any box. Okay, so the bananas go in that one now, love. I'll fit in it, sorry.
Let me see inside our bowl, not quite. So again, mix shop do sell your nut milk bags. I'm not using the mix shop one now because it's in another location. As I said, we're in the process of building a house and things are stored in different spots. So I'll add our bananas.
Yep. Line sewing basket with a nut milk bag or muslin top and place over a jug.
Spare jugs as well. Just make sure it's clean. Yes, thermos will work. We might have put it in there. I don't want to put out.
I was just looking.
What's it asking for?
1 lemon juice only.
Just squeeze it.
Got a oh. What was that one? Place over a jug.
So if you've got a spare jug, the stemming basket's actually sitting it nicely.
Yep.
To be able to
strain tea through nut milk bag
strain
or
it straight
into the jug. Oh, let me see that on the camera. Oh,
do you want to move the screen?
oh, Rogan Josh is getting a bit chunky, you know.
So that's just our chai tea there in the jug that I'm about to drain out.
Can't spell it because you're watching you.
I see it.
Can you see that one? Oh, pressure. Oh, it smells alright, eh? Oh. I'm just going to leave it because I can press the button.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay. Oh, I can't reach it. It's a second machine. That's it, and it's done, Alyson.
I'm not sure I got powder before the release.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Unit.
Strain tea through that bag into jug. Distribute between mugs and serve hot.
Well, it's in the thermo server, so it's going to stay hot for 2 to 3 hours.
One more glass jars. See that I have jug. Then everyone can see what it's like.
I smell it, eh?
It's good. Adding our lemon. How's everything going?
Right here.
Yeah, there are plates down there which we'll serve up to let everyone see how it looks.
260 grams of ice cubes. Right here.
No, they'll be inside.
Oh. What's that one for?
I'll be serving up. Show you one plate of that.
Okay.
So how long have you got on your Rogan Josh there?
I've got 4 minutes. It's nearly ready. There's still excuse me, 6 steps to go after that.
Awesome. We don't have extra ice. As a kid's meat. Oh.
Oh, it's still frozen, isn't it? Still in ice form.
Yeah, my kids have eaten all my ice cubes. So we're going to add extra banana to our sorbet, so it's just going to be more banana-y. Next, measuring. It's 38. So this does get noisy. Yeah, so we have a little basket. You can see it's just lifting it out easy. One of the tips I like, actually flip your lids over and then put it in. Because then when you've got to pour it in, it moves out of the way. So it's going to put out this. And then you're going to mix it all those mix. So, new mixing bowl. Now, you want more water? And now add our 600 grams of water. And this is going to show you how we're going to make our rice in the thermomix. Thanks, Penny. We're going to, here's our chai. We've got our lassi. Flies are coming to join us now. So, I'll move this over. Not sure if you can see inside and how our ghee is going. It's bubbling nice. There, you notice the colour's changed. It's gone more of a browny colour. Hey, Logie. It's on the table. You can take it. It's on the table. So now bring this over here so you can.
Here, Logie. Hey, cheeky boy. That pistachio dessert smells like golden syrup dumplings in there. It's amazing. Smells so good.
I have like 600 grams of water.
Yeah, about this.
So then it's probably gonna teaspoon of salt.
Swimmer basket. You got enough swimmer baskets?
Yeah. Now again, because I've got spare machines, I just left our coconut rice in a simmering basket after it had been rinsed rather than transferring it back and forwards. Only wants a third of the rice. Because we want to basically putting our spice mixture, which we made earlier, through our rice. So basically, we put it on, mix it through, put a bit more on to flavour our.
Rogan Josh is just about ready. 8 seconds. Here we go, Rogies. Right. 2 teaspoons of Garam Masala. That's the correct amount?
No,
that you need to measure.
that was our homemade stuff.
I put spoons over there.
We'll probably need more because I used them in the garlic. So basically, we laid our rice with our spices, which I've just mixed through. Insert the measuring cup. Again, look at our rice. Oh, let's go back. Good idea if we actually turn it on and cook our rice. So now it's going to cook our rice. You'll see here we may have lost. Alright, we are back. We lost connection. So you can see here is our banana sorbet. So it's made nicely. Now, if you don't serve it up straight away. So there's our banana sorbet that's ready to be made and served up. The flies come to join us, so we'll come back over here to Andrea. You can see the top of our Rogan Josh, smelling absolutely amazing.
Oh, it smells so good.
So we'll try
Pepper.
peppercorns, I think, are in the box.
Let it slide through, guys. I didn't hook it on properly, sorry.
Oh, that's it.
I was trying to do the thing before.
Let's slide over. Andrea's here breaking the joint.
Yeah, because I'm so good at all this grilling. How's that? We're a bit crooked now.
Yeah, just trying to show the screen. Oh, I just turned it off. Fun with technology. 1 or 2 cameras makes it easy, but when you go for multiple, it becomes hard. Rice is going well. Tea's going well.
Okay, so another 20 minutes cooking. Pretty noises.
Yeah, because it's almost a slow cooked one.
Yeah, well, it's lamb, so it's going to be cooked right, isn't it?
So, and this is why we're trying to combine lots in. So we may end up, how we go, that's got 20 minutes, this has got 11. Is there any questions that anyone wants to ask while you have it? Because you've got our, I guess, our full attention for the next 20 minutes while it cooks.
Function, that's from the arrow. Sonia said I got mine and I got my thermomix. It's so good.
Alright, we did speak about before the thermomix and it being great for families. Some people wonder, is it good if there's only 1 or 2 people in the family? Definitely is. Doesn't matter what size your family is, there are recipes in the thermomix to cater for you. I've got the cooking book here, which is cooking for me and you, so it is great for 1 and 2 recipes. Again, a lot of the recipes in the thermomix can actually be halved, so if you don't want to make a full batch size, you can make half as to what you want. Recipe Community also has lots of other recipes available that can be converted for you. So this has got all sorts of different recipes. Again, like we've got a beef dish. So there's lots of ideas whether or not it's one or two. So again, it doesn't matter the size of your family, the Thermomix can be catered to your needs. And that's where you can consultant comes in handy to ask any questions and go, all right, I want to cook for 8. How can I get the most use out of my Thermomix for 8? And that might be a case of multi-layer cooking, or if you are doing something, you've got part on the stove and using the Thermomix to make your sauces or your mash or your soups. So there are lots of different ways that you can get creative with your Thermomix to make the most out of it. Anything you want to add, Penny? Anything you want to add? What's your kids' favourite meals in the Thermomix?
Spice Moroccan lentil soup with bacon nuggets.
What about you, Andrew? What's your favourite?
Oh, it have to be lasagna, bolognese, or chicken curry. No, I've got too many favourites. I could stand here and list a heap of them.
So yeah, the Thermomix doesn't completely replace everything. You will still need a oven if you want to bake bread or desserts like you can see us making, or an air fryer works quite well as well. Yes, I have one air fryer, so we were hoping to use that today so that the kids could actually come and do all of the cooking instead of us having to go inside. I forgot all about it because I didn't realise our pistachio slice needed it. But again, it's about being versatile and being able to fit with your needs and what's important for you. Getting the kids involved is more than just cooking as well. There are a lot of life skills that the Thermomix teaches. It's in terms of following instructions. It's the step-by-step, the math skills, the weighing, being able to reset scales. But again, if you do have your sensory eaters, the Thermomix is great because it gives them an exposure to a lot of different smells and tastes. And even if it's a case they're just making the recipe, they're still going to get many benefits out of it, even if they don't taste the foods available in it. What else can we show owners? For those who do own a Thermomix, what is your one question that you would like answered about how to use a Thermomix or what you can do? As I said, we've spoken about our spatula and how it chooses a handle for our steamer basket. We do have the new blade cover, which I won't talk too much about because they are currently out of stock again, but it is a new extra accessory for our Thermomix bowls, which is great for our slow cooking as well as our sous vide cooking.
The meatballs and tomato sauce.
And the meatballs and tomato sauce.
Amazing.
Yeah. Another thing about our spatula, a lot of people don't realise, it does actually have a splatter guard on it. So when you are cooking a recipe, the spatula will sit on there because it can be used to guard. It's not going to actually hit your blade. So if you are doing your frozen fruit or berries and it needs a bit of assistance, you can use the spatula. It's not going to hit the blade. So it's definitely only used to Thermomix spatula when cooking a Thermomix recipe. It's also got its unique designed splatter guard, so it actually keeps everything off your bench at the same time. If you want to pour anything and you're afraid of making spills, the Thermomix lid becomes a great splatter guard. So it'll actually sit over your glass jar and then you put it, anything then runs into your container.
Good for like your vegetable stock and
Yeah.
all that.
So any of the things that you want to pour, if you're trying to get it from the big bowl into a smaller bowl. Is there anything else we haven't really covered that we want to talk about while we're waiting for our rice to finish? How long's our rice got? Rice has got 5 minutes.
14 for the Rogan.
So I've got 14 minutes still for our Rogan Josh. Do we have to peel out?
I know it smells so awesome, mate.
So yeah, as I said, we had made a lot today because we were hoping to be able to share it with everyone. Yeah.
It's like, was that taken doggy bags? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got to peel out eggs, which I'll get to on the side. But yeah, definitely feel free to ask any questions. That's what it's about. It's about learning. And even as a consultant, I've been doing it, I don't know how long now.
10 months.
10 months. I still learn lots of things from my customers who share ideas. So it's about a journey and working together I don't think we can ever know anything. And if you get to the point that you know everything, I think it becomes a bit of concern because we're always learning. There's always something new that we can learn along the way.
Oh, yum. You should smell it, honestly. I'm hungry now.
We've got ice cream to taste. We've got our drinks to taste. But again, usually our cooking experience would be about 45 minutes to an hour, and we do 2 to 3. Usually 2 to 3 dishes at the most to be able to show you how to use your thermix. So if there is something in particular you want to see, cooking experience is great. We can do them in home if you are local or virtually for those who are not local. I know Kim's down Brisbane way.
Yeah, southeast Brisbane on up to the Gold Coast, so I can cover you, no worries.
I'm Beachmere up to the sunny coast, and Andrew's sort of in between. So there's always, but then with the team of networks, there's always someone available who will be able to assist with your inquiries. But we do work together as a team and provide each other a heap of support, and well, these eggs are still hot. So there is lots of mess that can be made with the thermomix as well, but it's one bowl. Yeah, I'd love to see some feedback. And from what you've seen today, how do you think the thermomix fits in with what you see important with food and cooking? I'd love to hear from you all about what you've seen that's beneficial and how soon you can see thermix in your kitchen bench. If you've already got one, how long before you get your second machine? I don't think one is enough because there's plenty of times that you might want to be cooking something or doing eggs and then doing something separate. Smarty pants.
Use a baking chef.
So, yeah. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we're going into our menu again. So again, you can see whether or not our recipes are easy or difficult, our prep time, our total time, and how many portions. So first time making a recipe, definitely don't double it, follow the instructions until you get a better idea of how much capacity it actually takes in your bowl. Because they are a stainless steel bowl and take up to 2.2 litres, which we don't want to overflow because it makes a mess. Can you get...
That's our pistachio.
Woohoo! Our dessert is ready.
Yeah. Should go in there and smell it, honestly.
Oh, I was going to say, everything smells amazing here.
Smell-o-vision. You need smell-o-vision
So-
for sure.
Yeah, it's nice and hot. There's lots going on. But no, again, we really appreciate everyone coming to join us today. We would love to hear your feedback. As I said, this was the first workshop we have actually put together and run. It's been lots of fun getting together. We are definitely keen to do more of them and definitely more hands-on. It's all about you being able to come here and do what we're doing to see how the thermomix works and learn more skills, ideas, hints and tips and tricks so you can get the most out of your thermomix because it is an investment and we want to make sure you are using it and that there are no regrets. So I think we'll just wait for these last few things to finish. I'm going to get some jars.
Yeah, garlic and stuff.
Yeah, and then we can show everyone up. Walking through some food.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Oh, and look at it.
You got something else?
Just, have that shake thing over here now and I'll chuck it on the table. Is that all right?
Yeah.
There you go, lovely.
Okay. Bring the camera over, show everyone, and I'm supposed to look at the pistachio.
We've got crushed pistachio, so we're 2 of them. Look at that. Everyone's, is that a good shot?
Oh, move back a bit. Dessert.
Better?
No, not really.
I can't see it.
The camera.
How's that?
Yep.
Hey,
That's good.
What?
Go!
Oh, How good. Oh, you should smell it. It smells so divine.
So now we're going to again use our spatula, open our lid. We've got to get out our cardamom pods.
Oh, that Rogan Josh. Even though we're outside, semi-outside, the smells are just wafting through this place like you wouldn't believe. Oh, is that nice? Do you like try those?
Not really.
Okay, because I don't know that.
I would get that. Next with our rice, peel steamed eggs and cut into quarters. So now we need a plate. We're going to plate up our biryani. So I'll pass that up, put it down. So we're going to dish up our rice. So, do you want a spatula? So, serve our rice.
Spoon wouldn't be better, would it? Or just tip it?
Just a little bit on the plate. Then we need an egg cut on top. We'll plate up our biryani and show you what it looks like.
Oh, there's a bit of bay leaf in that one.
And garnish with our mint. So put a bit of rice on our plate, then a bit of our dinner, and then we serve it with our egg. So move that lid out of the way.
Another spatula, please.
And again, I'll just move this over. And show you what I mean with our lid and our jug before. So instead of making a mess with our jug, we put our lid simply over it. Just going. And it's much easier to get our ginger paste or whatever into our jar without making so much of a mess. And on the top of the lid, it scrapes in nicely. And then one of the last features we'll show you while waiting for other thing is the fantastic pre-clean function of the thermomix. It's great. It's not. I guess you won't see as much of a difference with our garlic paste because it's not so. So I'll put that down the front. Hold it over here. So there's our biryani with our rice. So lift that one up, move it back. Have we still got any? Oh, we've still got water. So again, with our pre-clean, simply adding some water to our bowl. Lid back on top. Measuring cup, and then if we scroll to the right in our thermomix, we get all our inbuilt functions. We've got a pre-cleaner function. Simply turning our dial and it's going to detect and clean it for us. We'll do our garlic paste. Ghee's still going well, still got about 20 minutes left.
About 4 minutes on the Rogan Josh.
Ooh, nearly there.
You want to boil some more rice for it or
Just serve it up.
with what?
Okay.
With that one?
Yeah. So we'll make some more room. So we can give you a view of everything. Bits.
Good enough thermos, you have that?
Shoot, is there another one over there?
I'll one off you that.
There might not be another one. Let me just push it up and show everyone. That's pretty much the end of our demonstration, other than our ghee, but I think everyone understands how to get Australian. That one back. So that was our pre-clean.
Oh.
So then let's get Andrew to go and empty our bowl, and we'll show you what it's like after it's been pre-cleaned. So there's our banana sorbet, our chai, our lassi, and there's our ghee that we made earlier, garlic paste, ginger paste. There's our, we've still got any garam masala list, so we'll use it all. Oh.
Well, you just spilt it all over yourself.
And let's throw our garam masala everywhere. So what are we waiting for? Just our Rogan Josh, and then it's all pretty much finished. So again, thank you everyone so much for coming. If you do need to leave, I completely understand. It has been a long demonstration. We look forward to being able to catch up with everyone again very soon. So yeah, as I said, there's our bowl after our pre-clean. So it's great. Anything sticky, honeycomb, and that does a really good job of the pre-clean function. So it saves you being able to, or having to scrub everything by hand.
You enjoy all that lovely food.
So again, yeah, thank you. As I said, we really appreciate you taking your time out on a Sunday. We look forward to catching up soon. We have a minute left, and then we'll plate up our Rogan Josh, so we'll be able to show you everything that we have created and made today in, I'm not even sure how long it's taken us. What time is it?
It's nearly 1:30.
Just under 2 hours.
So just under 2 hours, and we had a delayed start.
Yeah, so it's about 1:45.
Again, we won't have our ghee finished, but all that's left once our ghee's finished is to actually just drain it through a nutmeg bag into a jar. But yeah, in under 2 hours, we've been able to show you everything that we've made. And again, it's hugely honourable for me to be able to get together with friends that I've made through Thermomix to do this. As I said, it's been life-changing for me. I know many others, it's changed their life as well. So if it's something you're interested in, want some more information, please ask myself, contact Kim or Andrea, or contact your consultant. And we look forward to catching up with you all soon. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated, as it helps us to build more and create more different cooking experiences. And my husband's just come to join us. Apparently the smell has attracted him out to our food here today. The dessert is safe. Unfortunately, Matt won't be able to share in most of what we've made being Indian, because there is the spices and the chili in it, but he will be able to enjoy our pistachio slice, which we need to slice up so we can plate up as well. Oh, we're just going to have to cut a little bit off so we can plate it and show what everyone wants.
I don't know if it's going to make it to the plate.
Matt's into it.
Yeah. Okay, it hasn't been plated up yet. Matt is helping himself.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
He's just going to pull up all the
I'm just going to snap it off.
Right, you can snap it off, but I need something to plate up.
What?
We just have to cool it.
All right, I'll go somewhere he hasn't been.
I imagine that once it cools down a bit, it will harden up.
It's supposed to be a little bit harder.
And you're supposed to put sprinkles pistachios over top.
Well, I just want to show everyone what it looks like. So,
Don't worry, Matt will eat all the bits of coral.
Got coconut?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Coconut and pistachio.
Mm. So there's our, I can't think what it was called, our pistachio slice.
You didn't have zest of a lemon? Yeah.
I can't remember.
Didn't you zest a lemon in that one?
Oh, you got the extra bit.
Mm.
The hidden treasure. What did you get?
See.
Oh, no, a bit of pistachio soup. No. What is it?
No, pretty sure it's lemon tea.
Oh. One lemon seed apparently landed in. I didn't
That's
know
where that one went when you were squeezing
See
it.
That's what you get for tasting it before it's cooled down.
It's just the hidden treasure. Don't you know?
Yeah, no, as I said, we understand people needing to leave. We certainly appreciate everyone's attendance today. It has been a long virtual cooking experience. Are you finished and ready to serve it up?
I haven't put the
Put it on this
tomato
side.
garnish.
That's all right. So there you go. We can see our creations from today. Garlic paste, or ginger paste, garlic paste, our ghee, lassi, chai tea, banana sorbet, garam masala.
Sorry. Are you having
Keep
half
going,
of that?
Let's just, this is what happens when the husband comes out. He's brought the knife out. He's going to enjoy our dessert. He might not get further than that.
How many batches is this?
That's four.
Only one. Well, there's your first mistake.
So there you go. My husband has given the tick of approval for our coconut slice, our garam masala, coconut pistachio slice. Come on, show everyone how much you're taking.
Well, half.
All right, he's taken half of our dessert. Our Rogan Josh and our Biryani. So thank you again so much for joining us. I really look forward to catching up with everyone again at more demonstrations. Anything you want to say, Kim?
Just thanks, guys, for hanging in there. It has been a bit of a long haul, but we appreciate, as our first workshop together, the support. Really appreciate the support that you guys have given us. And again, there's no silly questions. If you're too shy to put any comments or questions out in the public, just private message us. We don't bite, so don't be afraid to reach out.
Definitely. Anything you want to say before we finish, Andrea?
Oh my god, it tastes amazing, guys. You've got to do these. Seriously, I'll be making these dishes myself regularly. And thanks for anyone that's come on and joined us. It's been fun. An interesting experience.
Yeah.
A few tweaks for next time. We'll know what we're doing more so. And
Everything is an adventure. It's all about tweaking.
it's been really fun.
So thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon. We look forward to chatting to you again soon.